Hi everyone, my name is Shrestha, and this is AgentAuditor, the compliance oracle for decentralized AI. We're building on Cortensor because we believe in decentralized inference. But as we scale to enterprise adoption, we hit a massive trust gap. Right now, when an agent executes a task, the network validates it perfectly in real time. But once a session closes, the proof is gone. Imagine an enterprise wanting to pay a smart contract based on an AI result, or a bank needing an audit for a financial bot. They don't need the answer, they need the permanent, verifiable receipt that the network consensus was actually met. That's why we built Agent Auditor. We don't replace the Cortensor's consensus, we notarize it. Now, this project requires three terminals to be constantly running. Uh, this is the backend terminal, which is written in Fast API. This is the front end, which will be interacting with our app. And this is the Cortensor router node, as specified in the talks. Now let me show you how it actually works. I'll go to the submit audit. I'll give it an agent ID, agent code assistant, in agent name, code assistant, and I'll give it a task description. I've copy pasted it here. It's simply write only a Python function named isPrimeN that checks if whether a number is prime or not. It returns true if the number is prime or not. Then I'll give it an input 17. It's a coding task. Now I'll submit the audit. Now the audit is in progress, and let me show you what happens behind, under the hood. Unlike a standard chat app, we aren't just calling an API. Our backend is interacting directly with Cortensor's native session v2 smart contract. We're broadcasting this task through session 167, which we can see right here. We've pre-funded it with core tokens. This ensures that we are auditing a real paid network activity. We can even see the task happening in real time right here. Right. So write only a function named isPrimeN that checks if number is prime or not. So this is the Cortensor route and Cortensor router node, and we can see that it has the prompt right here. Write only a Python function named right here. And we can also see some activity happening in the backend right here. So as the miners are completing this task, let me explain to you what happens on the client side verification layer. So the first is proof of inference. We retrieve the raw outputs from multiple miners, and running locally on our client, we calculate the embedding similarities using sentence transformers. We are independently verifying that the network actually reached consensus. The second is proof of useful work. We then ask a validator node to grade the quality of code against strict criteria like correctness and safety. So once verified, we don't just show you the result, we bundle the entire trace, the prompt, the raw miner outputs, the similarity matrix, and the scores into a JSON artifact that you can directly find on the IPFS. So it's currently processing the audit. Just as it has processed the audit, I will be showing you the result. So the verification of the audit has completed successfully, and now we can see on IPFS exactly. Yeah, this is the proof of. This is basically the receipt of the proof. So we can see that it shows practically everything. This is the prompt. This is the consensus output. This is the similarity matrix, and all of that. Now let me show you this. So write only a Python function in prime and that checks the number is prime. So it has given us a Python function. Now let me show you what happens on the Cortensor router node. Right. So here we can see that here this is what has happened in the Cortensor router node. Now we can also see the backend logs, and these are the backend logs. And right. So this is what happened. It has run both proof of inference as well as proof of useful work, and it has given us this consensus right here. Right. So this is the GitHub of my project. This is the architecture, and you can see all of this, and I'd love to keep working on this further. Thank you all for listening to this presentation, and I hope you have a great day.